I'm going to start here by drawing two similar triangles. I've got these two over here, STU similar to PQR. And I'm going to try to prove this. Well, I've got to fill in a couple more givens. Now, part of your job was to come up with a picture. So I got the first part for you right there. Two similar triangles. That's pretty easy. So just draw them oriented in the same direction. But the next two givens, read them carefully. V is on TU such that this angle at S, or that SV, is bisecting this angle at S. So you note the little tick marks down there. That's a given. So we're going to do the same thing. So I'll color code, make it easy for you. So I'll use my blue bisector. I'm going to put a blue bisector up here because that's also a given. N is on QR such that PN bisects this angle at P. Wow. Now you've got the drawing. Now we can get the work done. And we know something. We started with similar triangles in the beginning, the overall triangles. So now I can say that the angles here are congruent, but also, change the tick marks here, these angles, the overall angles, TSU and QPR, are also congruent, and that's by the very definition of similar polygons. If two polygons are similar, then their angles, well, corresponding angles are congruent. Should have put corresponding in there. So now, let's take it from there. I know that these two red angles, that I'll call them, I could have put numbers in there or used the three letters that I've shown you here on line 5, and that's simply the division theorem, because after all, these overall angles were congruent, that is, the angles formed there, and they're like divisions, meaning halves, are congruent, so those red angles are congruent. And now you should see it plain as day. You've got this. Those two shaded triangles are similar. They're similar, get the vertices in right order, and that's going to be a simple case of angle-angle. Now once you've got angle-angle, you're going to finish up with this. This is what you were trying to prove. This is your conclusion, and just look at it. And the color-coded lines here, SV is to PN as ST is to PQ. Bisector is to bisector as side is to corresponding side. And I'll just state there, if two triangles, again a definition, two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are proportional. Well, this looks like a 3-line proof if I ever did see one. Gave you an easy one here. So those are my givens. I've got a pair of right triangles, means I have a pair of right angles, and one of the acute angles, R and H in this case, are congruent. That's my given. Well, from there I could say, okay, these two angles are congruent. Why? Because they are right angles. And I can see right away, wait a minute, I've got one angle, I've got two angles, I've got this angle, I've got this angle, I'm done. Because the two triangles are similar, get them in the right order, by the angle-angle similarity postulate. Now I wrote it two ways because normally you see that's proper, and honestly we're going to write this most of the time. Make sure you know what it means.